This episode of the MC Nerd Jock Show is brought to you by Friendly Neighborhood DJ, servicing all of Southeast Michigan. Now, we know you can have anybody DJ your wedding, your birthday party, your school dance, family reunion, whatever the special event is. But let me tell you, it's more fun when you have somebody from the neighborhood.
Game, that dude.
GameCube, nigga, and I'm straight up out the Clinton. Detroit City.
The MC Nerd Jock Show. Welcome back to the MC Nerd Jock Show with your host, GameCube, that dude.
So this game against the 49ers, man, it was troubling, man, because we're limping. We got our defense that, you know, we're young. And to be honest with you, man, I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to be able to do what we need them to do going into the playoffs. I mean, you never know, right? Because they've been winning. They've still been winning 14-2. We got this tough game against the Vikings. The Vikings look good, man. But we're going to have to shoot it out. And the issue with that is, man, is we don't have Montgomery the way that we did earlier in the season. So that's really gonna mess up things, you know what I'm saying? Like we really need we could really use Montgomery right about now. Because what Montgomery gives us, right, is he gives us the opportunity to have shorter downs in the red zone. We punch it right in. He can bounce off tackles a little bit better than Gibbs can. And like for instance, we had a play. Man, who was it against? We played right before the 49ers. Hold on, I gotta see. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't remember who it was against, and I want to be right. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. But it was right before we played the 49ers. Who did we play? I know y'all probably staring into the into the speaker like, come on, man, it was this team. You supposed to know. Yeah, it was the Bears. My bad. All right, so we had one against the Bears, right? And we was in the red zone. I think Gibbs ran for like 15 yards or so and got us into the red zone. We were only like, I think we were on like the 5-6 yard line, and first down, jam it, we get knocked like right at the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Second down, same thing. Third down, we get, I think we might have scored on the third down, because I don't think we had to go for fourth down, which we would have. But second down, I think maybe we got 1 or 2 yards, and then that third down, we punched it in after one of the linemen was like, give him that lineman, you know what I mean? You gonna get this touchdown. So the difference is, like, Montgomery, he just gonna pound it right in, you know, pause. He's just gonna straight through, straight into the end zone, you know what I'm saying? And that obviously just allows our offense to get off the field quicker. You know what I mean? Forces their defense. Forces their offense to have to do some work. against our defense, or at least in this. But here's the thing, like I said, our defense isn't rocking the way they're supposed to. So at least if we can get our offense off the field quicker, score quicker, get off the field, get some rest, because you have to go right back out there and try to score again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot on Gibbs, and he's been up to the task and doing his thing. But playoff football is playoff football. I mean, we're gonna get a taste of that this upcoming Sunday night. But man, we got a hard task, man, and it's I know why they played their players for so long against the 49ers, really trying to secure the win, because the task would be that much harder not having the number 1 seed, which is just wild. NFC North is off the chain this year, and the NFC itself is just, it's a vast difference from like 10 years ago when the Patriots, Tom Brady stood with the Patriots, and it was AFC everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and even honestly, like the last 5 years, go back 5 years ago with the Chiefs, the Bills, Cincinnati, like AFC was the dogs. I mean, the NFC, we had a few teams, but you kind of knew there was only going to be maybe 3-4 teams in the run to try to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, there's some squads. There's some serious squads that can mess around and do damage this year. So it'll be interesting to see how everything gets matched up if we do get the bye. We could see ourselves maybe playing somebody like the Commanders. Honestly, we're gonna have to outshoot everybody. So I guess it really doesn't matter who we play until we can get some more people back on defense, which obviously we're not gonna. It's gonna come. It's not gonna be like, hey, second game in the playoffs, now we got everybody back. Like, it's gonna be, they're gonna come in staggered. So, we just gotta hope for the best. Hope we get the right matchups, and then keep everybody on offense healthy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is gonna be something. I'll be honest though, like, selfishly as a true Lions fan, I love seeing us, on these primetime episodes, or I don't know why I say episodes, primetime game times, but it's tough. Right? It's tough trying to stay up till 11 o'clock at night and watching the Lions, man. I do miss those 1 p.m. games, man. We didn't know how good we had it with the time schedule. But I would trade it all, though. I'll stay up late and lose some sleep to see us in the Super Bowl. I was just talking to my wife the other day, like, is it enough for the Lions to just make the Super Bowl? Well, I don't know. For me, honestly, it is. I would be happy, right? I would be fulfilled as a Lions fan just saying, hey, you remember that one time that the Lions made it to the Super Bowl? As much as we've gone through, bro, I was at, I think maybe the second game. It might have been the first game they did it, or the second game when they was putting the brown paper bag over their head. My dad took me to Ford Field. Lions was straight booty. I think Joey Harrington was the quarterback still. I don't even remember if Calvin Johnson was there yet. And we're sitting lower level. I think like to the left of one of the field goals. But like on the yard lines, we weren't end zone. And probably I would say like the 15-yard line we were sitting at. And the place was empty. it was cool being in the stadium. It was a brand new stadium. I never got a chance to go to Silverdome. I had been to the Palace a bunch of times. Been to Joe Louis like once or twice at the time. So it was really cool to see like a brand new stadium. I think it was only like maybe 3 years old at the time. And we went to the game. I was excited. I was playing football at the time too. So it was just cool to be in that atmosphere. And so we're sitting watching the game, and then we just see a dude, like they show it on the big screen, like somebody had the brown paper bag over their head. And then we kind of looked, and I spotted him, and he was kind of like to the right of us, not too far away. And then we see security like coming, trying to get dudes to take the bag off. So my man took the bag off and then passed it down, and they just kept passing it down. And we seen the dude like running in front of us trying to pass it to somebody else, because there was all these empty seats. So he had to run a little bit to try to catch up to somebody else that he could put the paper bag on, man. Like, so I you know, I mean, I was there. I was a fan then, up until what we at now. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I would be cool. I would be cool if it was, we just made the Super Bowl. Obviously, when we get there, like, man, all these times that I done watched the Lions and they 0-16, like losing, getting blown out against teams that, you know, you feel like we have a chance with, and it just never works out. And so to see them, you know what I mean, like if they were able to pull it off and just be in the Super Bowl, and now I'm at a Super Bowl party and we all decked out in Lions gears, just watching the game, like, come on, man. Like, be honest with yourself. I know we still doing our thing, and you know, I pray that we get to where we're trying to get to, you know what I mean, and we can all celebrate on Woodward, heading straight down to the Hart Plaza or to the Down Brush. If they're going to the stadium, I don't even know where they would do to. Obviously, they rolling down Woodward, but I don't know where they'd be heading. But we best believe I would be there with the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the daddy wagon and all. You know what I mean? So, but man, just imagine what it would be. The Lions at the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar at halftime. Come on, man. I would be straight. I'd be cool, man. I wouldn't be upset. I'd be happy. I don't care what happens. I'm like, man, my Lions is in the Super Bowl. Be honest with yourself. Be honest, man. It's cool. I know where I would be. I'd be happy. Real happy. Because I done been through the trenches with him, man. I done been through the trenches, been through the dirt, the muck, the mud with him. So if we, you know what I mean, now we up in the penthouse, what I got to complain about if this only lasts for one night? You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't gonna go all the way back down to the trenches in one night. You might be mid-level, middle of the hotel, even in the hotel lobby, but we ain't gonna be in the trenches. So, you know what I mean? Gotta be grateful. Better be grateful, dog. For real. So, that's all I gotta say about that, man. Now, these Pistons, man, the Detroit Pistons, boy, we got some new energy, man. Some new energy. And I'm with it. I'm really with this. You know what I mean? Like, they just had a West Coast trip, and they pulled one off against the Lakers. LeBron had nothing but solid things to say about Cade Cunningham. Then they had a crazy one against the the Sacramento Kings. So let's see. I'm sorry, I was trying to look up, see their last games that they just had. They played a big game against. I'm just going off of December, so we just rolling through December. So they played the Bucks in that group play of the NBA Cup. They lost against the Celtics. Came back, beat the Knicks. Lost against the Celtics again. We struggling against the Celtics. Won an OT against the Heat. Then let me see here. It was a home game. All right, so we're still at home. We lost against the Jazz. And then here we go out west. We beat the Suns, 133 to 125. Then we had the Lakers, 117 to 114. Then we had the Kings, last second shot. We won 114 to 113. And then we had the Nuggets, and that one we lost, 134 to 121. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 out of 4. We went on our West Coast trip of 4 games. Now we back at home tomorrow, New Year's Day, against Orlando. See what I'm saying? They already passed. They already won more games. I'm sorry, they tied. Let's see. How many games they win last year? Last year they won 14 games. We have 14 games right now. 14 and 18. And 10th seed. So I think if all stayed the same, we'd be in the play-in game. So this is promising, man. Like, for real. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm excited to see what we're gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? I think this is good news, man. This is good news for us. I'm be honest, man. I really haven't been watching college basketball. I really haven't been keeping up with college football. It's just hard with 5 kids. I'm being real with y'all, man. I struggle even to watch what I do watch, man. So half the time I be folding laundry and trying to clean up, feed somebody some food when I'm trying to watch the Lions game. So it's, it is what it is, man. I ain't complaining. I'm just telling you what it is. So as far as, even NBA games, I don't really watch like that like I used to. I just try to keep up with the highlights, keep up with the standings, because I do want to support the Pistons as best I can. So that's what it is. Now, I wasn't able to get on IG Live right when I wanted to, because the kids was still up, like I said, and then I got my wife into, we probably started it too late. That's my own fault, but we started watching the Batman, the newest Batman with Robert Pattinson and Colin Farrell, and Zoe Kravitz, and all them. That came out 2022. Oh, dang, I can't believe it's been that long that it came out now. The reason why I got her on that, I actually started rewatching it because I've been watching The Penguin. Now, I done heard a lot of people say that they feel like it's the best like comic book movie or like adaptation to screen, and it's up there. I can't front, it's up there. But personally, I would still put it behind the Watchmen TV show from HBO. My man, if y'all ain't seen that, you need to go back. For real, for real. that series is phenomenal. You know what I mean? I'm upset that they didn't renew that. But yeah, that's one that you need to go check out if you ain't never checked it out. And shout out to For All Nerds. You should I think if you go in their back catalog, you can check what they did with the Watchmen. Like following up each episode and their reviews and stuff. And they really do a good job. So shout out to DJ Ben Amin and Tatiana King. Yeah, man. So the Penguin. What I got? Hold on. Let me put my... Which one is it? Where is it at? Oh, y'all can't see it on the video, but it's... Cover your ears, cover your ears. Cover your ears, cover your ears. Skip ahead and come back. Cover your ears, cover your ears. Skip ahead and come back. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Skip ahead and come back. Yeah, man. Because the Penguin, I want to talk about this one while it's fresh, man. Whew. Yo, man, they did a great job. Just let's give a round of applause to the costume and design, bro. Let's give him another one. Give him a cheer too, cause it don't look nothing like Colin Farrell, man. Nothing. Don't look nothing like homeboy, man. Nothing at all. But you wouldn't know that, man. I would not know that, man. She said, I would not know that man if he walked right in front of me. No, you would not, because it don't look nothing like him. The costume and design on that is wild, man. It's dope though, man, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do Penguin the way that they're doing it. And I've watched almost every incarnation of the Batman on film and TV. Literally almost everything. Even the Justice League, Batman, all of it. And this was dope to see like the rise of the Penguin, you know what I mean? Oswald Cobblepot, sorry. I'm trying to see if I really want to get into detail and like spoil things. You know me, I try not to spoil too much, but I did give the exclaimers, right? I did it. Y'all heard it, right? You heard it? Cover your ears, cover your ears. No, it's not working now. Anyways, though, y'all heard it. Cover your ears. Skip ahead and come back. All right, man, for real. So, you know what I really like? Rewatching Batman. I really enjoyed what they kind of did with the Falcons, man. Like really trying to give you the scope of how kind of evil Carmine was. Yeah, the way they kind of brought that in, from what we knew of Carmine from the Batman, and then giving more detail of even how he was with his daughter, Sophia. Like, shout out to the actress that plays Sophia. Hold on, I said Colin Farrell, so I need to go check out who old girl's name is. We can't just give the guys the nod. We gotta give our shout out to our ladies too. Kristen Melody? Kristen Melody. Let me see. What else do I know her from? She looks so familiar. Oh my goodness. Of course, that's why. How I Met Your Mother. She's the mother. I was wondering why she looked so familiar this whole time. That's crazy. She's a great actress, because she did not act anything like she did on How I Met Your Mother. Not one single bit. You know what I mean? Man, it's just like a true mob, like a really good, really well done mob show, you know what I mean? Honestly, like it, I was kind of surprised that it was done so well. Yeah, I gotta check that out for real. They really, and without spoiling it too much, man, they really do a good job of humanizing the Penguin, and then like really giving you a reminder like of who he is, and like, all right, hold up now. Yes, we humanized him, we let you, because everybody's human, right? But not everybody makes the same choices. Yeah, I mean, it's the choices that separate us as far as our values and who we are as people, and how we, present ourselves to the world. You know what I mean? And at the end, man, they really remind you of okay, this is the Penguin though. I know y'all loved him and y'all was like kind of rooting for him a little bit, and amongst this gang war and these mob ties, you know what I mean? But it's the Penguin. Penguin gonna be the Penguin, you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to everybody that worked on the Penguin. Amazing show. I also rocked, what else did I watch? Oh, Silo, The Foundation. This year, I was on that. You already know, I talked about that, but just kind of, like I said, it's a review for the year. Bring us into 2025, but like The Foundation was dope, man. I can't wait for that to come back. The Rings of Power, that was ill too. Like I caught on to that late and got a chance to watch it, and then like I slept on literally slept on season 1. I fell asleep at a couple episodes, and then like I never went back. And then I rewatched the first Hobbit, the Hobbit, and then I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I remember why I liked this stuff. And so I watched The Rings of Power, and season 2 was no slowness at all. It was dope, fire, incredible. And then, so that made me end up rewatching the Hobbit trilogy and then the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I got sucked completely in. And I can't wait for season 3 of the Rings of Power. Apparently we just doing all spoilers today because we just catching up on everything. But it man, it's crazy to think about that show. Like I don't know how they kept giving power to my mans. Like, how did they not see through who he was for real? Like, I guess that's a superpower, right? Is bringing everybody in, and once you think I'm a friend, then I got you. It's just a wild power, man. Like, just to be the manipulator, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, that show's dope. What else was on? I'm sorry I ain't make the list this year like I wanted to, but I still just wanted to bring y'all something, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be away. I wanted to give y'all something properly. Let it do what it do, you feel me? Shoot, what else did I watch? Silo season 2. Oh, I'm tripping, man. The Acolyte, we already went through that before because they canceled it on us, but we talked about that. That was incredible. Star Wars has been doing their thing because this the Skeleton Crew, like I gotta watch that, the newest episode that just came on tonight. I gotta catch up on that. That show is actually really fire. Like after the first episode, you know what I mean, I didn't really know what to expect because it seemed kind of like kid oriented. So it actually was dope though, because I was able to bring my kids in, and my sons, they like it. So you know, it's another Star Wars thing that I can kind of get them into and then watch with me, because there's some stuff that they're not interested in. And it's probably just a little bit over their head. That's why. So yeah, man, that was dope. Silo season 2 has been really good. I'm not gonna really get into that until it's over. Just because I know it's like people that like to binge it. You know what I mean? Once all the episodes is out. So I'm not gonna get into that because that's going right now. What if season 3, and apparently it's the final season. So, it was, I don't know that it was as good as the first 2 seasons, but they had some really good episodes. I'll put it that way. Like, the first 2 seasons, even though there was like random episodes and they're all fine and work as something on their own. Like, the season 3 just really kind of had like its own thing. Every episode was its own thing, and they really only brought it together. The last 2 episodes, you know, kind of brought it together. So I guess I liked the fact that the first 2 seasons, it seemed like every episode mattered towards the next episode, even though they were its own individual episode. And in this one, it seemed like, hey, you got these individual episodes and only a little bit matters to the grand scheme of the season. So I have to say that's my only disappointment. It was all dope episodes. I guess because of that, though, like in the season finale, I was kind of expecting something that was going to be like, oh, man. So that thing at the first episode did mean something. You know what I mean? And I never really got that. And, you know, that was just me. I guess because they kind of tuned me up for some hash on the first 2. But I don't know. As a Marvel fan, I should have known that that's never really been what If was. What If was always, it's just on its own thing. Half the time, nothing good happens at the end of the What If shows anyways. And you're like, man, I don't want to read this what if. So, you know, it was dope that they did some new things on there, some really big things, and it was cool to see. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Movie wise, I think Deadpool and Wolverine was about the only movie I really even went to the movie theaters to see, and that was fire. Although I heard somewhere people was hating on that movie. I don't know why people thought it was trash. Like it was Deadpool on steroids. So I mean, if you like the first one, I don't understand why you wouldn't like this one, to be honest with you. So it was smooth to me. Some other TV shows that aren't really like sci-fi, nerdy or anything. Like I stumbled on this rom-com called Nobody Wants This, with Adam Brody and Kirsten. What's her name? Or Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell. That's a dope show. So I mean, if you're into rom-coms or your significant others in the rom-coms, y'all should definitely check that out together, for real. Trying to think what else. I've been rocking with A Man on the Inside. I rock that's a comedy. It's not, like I said, it's not sci-fi, nerdy, geek, nothing like that. But that's a good little switch up. And you know, if you're waiting in between seasons or something. Yeah, man. Shout out to YSL, because that kept me interested for a little bit. I was watching the YSL trials, so shout out to everybody involved, and I wish y'all nothing but blessings, and I pray that these events lead you guys to just living a more mature life. You know what I mean? A lot of opportunities for y'all. It'd be a shame for it to just go to the waste, based off of the negativity that y'all was surrounded by growing up. And I get it, you know what I mean? It's easy to fall back into the tropes, the neighborhood. And, I just pray that you guys are able to see beyond that and mature into a place where, none of that is even attractive to you. So, shout out to all the homies from YSL, and happy that it seemed like most of it worked out for everybody as far as getting back into the community. So, yeah, man, I've been out here for about a little over an hour. Got kicked off IG Live twice, actually about 4 times, honestly. I'm gonna try to add a little mix on here. I've done a few, so I don't even know. Like I said, y'all rock with me on my Patreon. Patreon is only $1. I ain't tripping, you ain't tripping, we ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to make a profit out y'all. I gotta charge you something. It won't let me just do it straight up free as far as I know. If someone does know, let me know, and I'll hook it up for the free Patreon. And y'all can just come in, rock with me. I'm just trying to build a community, man. We trying to do our thing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to all have some like-minded people together. We get together and celebrate life, you know what I mean? Celebrate the joys of life, and these things that entertain us, you know what I mean? So if you're rocking with that, come rock with me on the Patreon, you know what I'm saying? And I usually throw up some mixes on there. As things start to progress a little bit more this year, I will be putting more exclusive content when it comes to like interviews and that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to y'all soon, because I ain't even talk about Winter Madness that went down back in Mount Clemens again. Shout out to Calico and the Black Mafia Battle League. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be a part of it this time. Just conflict schedules. Yeah, I mean, I had things going on with my family. We had a family event. Got my daughters dedicated, so you know what I mean. But I definitely been watching some of the YouTube videos that they've been dropping, and man, I missed a doozy. I did miss a doozy Lou. But for sure, man, I just wanted to shout out them. And hopefully they got something coming back in the spring. Your boy will be in the building again. And I hook y'all up with, like I said, some exclusive content. Especially to have it there again, because like I said, I already know the venue. I know where I'll be setting up, like all that. The more you start to do things, you know what I mean? Obviously it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Happy 2025, Happy New Year. 2024 has been a blessing. I appreciate everybody that's rocked with me this year. Man, 2020. I'm excited to get into 2025 because we're gonna do some things. You feel me? So, what up, though? Shout out to y'all. Happy New Year. Deuces. I'm heading to bed. It's late. Appreciate y'all.
This episode of the MC Nerd Jock Show was brought to you by the United Negro Podcasting Guild of America, where we be podcasting. This episode was recorded at an undisclosed location in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. Edited in an undisclosed studio in New Baltimore, Michigan. All episodes of the MC Nerd Jock Show are brought to you by GC Productions. You already know. The intro and outro of the MC Nerd Jock Show are produced by none other than the legendary producer Slumber Logic.